Alright, so I'm kind of just looking for random replays now. This is the War League playoffs between LRG and Ultra Instinct. Both players are on Chaos Turbo. I'm going to be reviewing from Gangsterbro's point of view. Let's just get right into it. I don't remember this match at all, so that's good. Alright, pretty easy here. Start off with Thunder Dragon. Then start with Upstart. And then use Graceful. Discard Serpent, Thunder Dragon, use Knock, set Spy. I guess you could consider holding Knock because you don't want to banish the spies, but I don't think this is one of those situations where you do that. Do you still set Spy now, or do you summon an attack? I think setting to just bait out Nox is probably best. Yeah, set Spy and keep Torrential in hand. Could also just set Torrential and not set Spy, but I don't think that's as good as setting Spy. Okay, so he went with the normal summon approach. He doesn't care about the baiting knock stuff, he just wants to apply the pressure immediately, which I think is fine. You set TT with this. You don't really love going TT on a breaker. You could just Tsukiyomi that next turn. If Gaia goes Summon Deco, attack, you go Sorcerer, Banish, you still win Torrential that. So I prefer just keeping Torrential in hand right here, but I assume he's going to set it. Set monster and 2 back row. Okay, take back Serpent. Forgot his Serpent. So you have to think if you want to knock before pot, but all the spies are gone already. So what's remaining here? There could be Takoichi, there could be Magician of Faith. There's probably not Knight Assailant. So Takoichi, Magician of Faith, you want to draw those with pot, so that means you activate pot first. And you should always go through that process in your mind. Do you think about what the set could be and ask yourself if you want to draw those monsters. If you don't, then use knock first. If you do, then use pot first. And there, you drew a Magician of Faith, and you're going to knock a Faith. So, rewarded for good gameplay there. And just attack for 12. Is he thinking about summoning Sook here? I don't think you should summon Sook. Now the question This is when it would have been nice to have already checked for knock by setting the spy. Now you're in this situation where you want to set faith, but you haven't checked for knock yet. And set Tsukuyomi is pretty awkward. And didn't take back Sinister. Could have set that. Let's just see what he does. He does just go for the Magician of Faith. And there's knock. I think this could have been avoided if it was just played a little differently. So these are the two new cards, the middle and the far right. So take back Sinister, and question is, should you activate Regeki Break and stand by phase to target the monster or not? Let's look at what's left. There's no faith left. There's no spies left. So, do you want to Regeki Break? Well, the monster could be Sangan, it could be Serpent, it could be Tsukuyomi, it could be Night Assailant, and Dika. I think overall you don't want to Regeki Break versus those, because the only one you really care about is Diko, but even that, you just attack through and that's just a 1-for-1. Break even. So I'm cool with just holding on to Regeki Break right now. He just goes for it, which is also fine, but I think it would have been slightly better to hold it. So Gaia could very easily just have Mirror Force Torrential set, so I still don't think you can just summon Sook. I think you just have to keep attacking for 12 and probably throw Set Serpent down and the Solemn. What? That's confusing. Yeah, I can't see any reason that you'd make this play. I'm trying to think of any possible benefit to it, and I got nothing. This is just a waste of a card. 400 extra damage doesn't even put him on a clock. It's still 5 attacks for game. I would have liked to have Serpent set next to that Spy, which goes well with the Torrential. And then next turn you could think about triggering the Serpent for Thunder Dragon to put more pressure. Duo's fine. Discard Serpent. Take back Serpent. And just attack for 16. Set Jar, and no reason to set Serpent now. I think you just keep attacking. Good Jar, try to get the Heavy Storm. I don't think people played Dust Shoot at this time in the main deck, so no reason to worry about that. Yeah, that seems good. Jar to try and pick up Heavy Storm for game. It's a Night Assailant. It's fine, just attack. Ring. That's perfectly fine with us. Still does 1600 to Gaia. So it's between Deco and Serpent. Since this is a Chaos Turbo matchup, there's no Chaos coming. The only thing you'll want to Torrential would be Breaker. Exactly Breaker. And that's just 1 in 22. So I'm cool just setting Deco. Oh, Chaos could come out now. At BLS. You don't Solemn, ask for priority. Do you Torrential? You can assume Gaia has at least 1 Solemn and probably even 2. So I may want to just activate Torrential here, just to bait Solemns. Instead of getting the Sorcerer Solemned. Yeah, I like just using Torrential right now. And there's 1 Solemn. You don't Solemn back, you just allow this. Yeah, I don't really see why you Solemn back. You can just force the Sorcerer through with the Solemn. Okay, summon Sangan. Ask for a response. It's allowed. So if there's a Torrential set, it would mean that Gaia has another card to stop the attack. But that other card could be Mirror Force, so you definitely don't want to summon Chaos Sorcerer here. Oof. It's really bad for Gaia. What do you search for? Spygon. There's still a Deco. I guess you just grab Deco. Which is what he does. No reason to put this Sorcerer on board. 3700 is safe. Since you have Deco, which is 1400, I think you could get away with just going Upstart here. Try and grab the Heavy Storm. Breaker would also be nice. Yeah, and just summon Deco now. Which is allowed, and attack. Here's Mirror Force. Again, 3700 is safe, just pass turn. So what does Gaia have left? Spies are gone, Fates are gone. So there's still 1 more Deco. The Night Assailants, Sangan, Tsukuyomi. There's still Snatch. Question is if you want to attack the set monster on this turn. And I'm not sure that you do. Because attacking a dark would give light and dark. I might do something like set Serpent, set Regeki Break. So even if it's Night Assailant, all it will do is hit our Serpent. And next turn we can set up a Regeki Break Night Assailant play, possibly hitting the back row, and Tribe Sorcerer will just be in. Yeah, I like that. He doesn't find that line. Curious to see how long he thought about this. Not very long. He pretty much just instantly summoned Tribe within 5 seconds of drawing a card. It's important that you consider your options, because I don't think Summon Tribe is correct here. Probably still wins the game, but I don't think it's correct. I mean, let's just say guy has Chaos Sorcerer in hand, a Solemn Set, and top deck Snatch Steal. The game's over. You lost. A game that should be pretty unlosable from the situation. So you expect this to be, that's guaranteed to be Night Assailant because it was searched. The hand is Thunder Dragon. Okay, this is pretty easy, I think. I guess the question is, are you worried about this new back row under Chaos Sorcerer? And do you want to end phase Regeki Break it? I don't think so. Because if the other card is Solemn, you won't be able to destroy this Chaos Sorcerer. BLS is an amazing draw. So I would start this by using Chaos Sorcerer to banish his chaos. Her Chaos Sorcerer. Goes for a Regeki Break. I mean, let's say you don't use Regeki Break there, and you summon Sorcerer. This Solemn's used. I don't think this was a necessary play, because that first card still could have been a Solemn. And that new card could have been any random bluff. Okay, so he's going to go for Serpent, attacking into the Night Assailant, which is pretty good. I like it. You just hope you don't get OTK'd from here. Can't really just summon BLS next to it, that still loses the Snatch. Top deck Graceful. So Ring pretty much guarantees that this game is over. The play will be to summon BLS and go for an attack on Thunder Dragon. The only card that's going to stop that is Torrential, in which case we'll just go set Ring. Probably set Night Assailant. It's a good open. Alright, start off with Upstart. I think it's just Blade Knight attack. I don't think you should activate heavy. Yeah, just Blade Knight attack. Goes for the Storm. It's not looking good. Probably just activate Jar. Could potentially keep it down there one more turn. Wait, what's this? What's he doing? Okay. He chose to keep it down one more turn. I'm not sure if I would have set Ring, because if Gaia's holding Breaker, I want that to target this Jar of Greed. I'm also not sure that I would set Spy. I might, in this game, I might just go try to get this Deco knocked and then try to wall up with this Spy. If this works, though, it's really good. There's a Breaker. That's exactly the reason I said that I would want to keep this ring in hand. So play Thunder Dragon here, then Jar of Greed after. You can't really duo because Gaia has 2 Night Assailants in hand. The question is, what can you do? Yeah, there's not much. I think he should have used Ring on Breaker. Because this situation, you can't really do anything. So Deco, it's really the only thing. It's probably just game. Almost game. And there's room. Alright, we'll start with pot. Do you just go spy set 5 here? Probably. Yeah. Can't see a reason not to. MST is good. Okay, flip spy. Bring another out in attack mode, then use mind control. Wait, didn't use mind control? I would personally just mind control, but I understand why he's holding it. Do you summon Sook? You give away the info that you have Sook, but you make their Snatch unplayable, so I think it's worth it. He chose to try to bait mind control instead. I'm not sure that I would have done that. It's fine, for sure. I just think, like, what if Snatch comes down and tries to eliminate both spies? What if Tribe comes down? You'll have this, like, Solemn Tribe, where you wouldn't have to Solemn Tribe if you just summon Tsukuyomi. Yeah, I think summon Tsukuyomi makes it a lot safer. It's just a set monster. Why are we using Unfazed Jar here? You know there's not going to be a decree. Just giving yourself a chance to draw 2 Thunder Dragons. Those are really good draws. Okay, so start with Thunder Dragon. I guess a reason he didn't use Mind Control is because if he Mind Controls Spy, he only plays 2 spies in his deck, I noticed. So I'm kind of getting that mixed up with how I usually play 3 spies. When you only play 2 spies, that Mind Control is not going to be good. And just attacking into Deco is fine. Yeah, that makes more sense. Just play Charity here. Discarding the Thunder Dragons. Or do you want to keep one? I don't think you want to keep one. I think at this point you probably have to Mind Control, even though it's still not Faith. It's pretty important to try and get the damage in. That's the thing. Maybe you just don't Mind Control. Yeah, I think you just attack without flipping Sook. Does go for Mind Control. Here's Torrential. This all of a sudden looks not very good. You have to solve this, which feels terrible. So Flip Sook puts one of your spies down. Get the 3,500 in. And then probably which one do you want to keep in hand? Or do you want to keep any in hand? No, I think you actually should just set all three and use... Oh yeah, you could... The Tsukiyomi will be a card in hand for Ryeki Break. Perfect. Maybe he didn't see that. I think you want the book set. This also makes opponent duo. Now we'll get 2 cards. And that is guaranteed game. You have Ring for Spy, Ryeki Break for Monster, and Solemn for back row. What? You have a Ryeki Break set. Guessing he just forgot he had Ryeki Break set. Ryeki Break now, hopefully. Yeah. Alright.